Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Cosmic Mirror Tarot. I am the Chariot, and this will be your timeless general read. So, whenever you find this, you're meant to find this. And this will be for anyone with a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Do want to give, cross watchers are welcome. Do want to give you a heads up that my giveaway is closed through the end of the year. Through the end of 2022, so depending on when you're watching this, I will announce the quarterly winner on December 15th. So just go ahead and check out some of my older videos for information on that. All right, Virgo, I have been shuffling as I was meditating and just kind of praying over the cards, but we'll give it a few more shuffles here and then we'll get started into your reading. Okay. So to start, you have the Prince of Pentacles crossed by the World. Your divine influence is the Seven of Swords. Your most recent past is the Eight of Wands. Your subconscious is the Ten of Wands. Your outcome is strength. Your current attitude is the Four of Swords. Current environment is the Three of Cups. Hopes and your fears is the Nine of Swords. And your future position is the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, or what you don't see coming, is the Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, and Death. Wow. This is some very interesting, strong energy here. Okay, to start, Virgo, you have the Nine of Pentacles crossed by the World. This Nine of Pentacles originally came out in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles upright is all about slowly making progress to a long-term goal. Really putting forth the effort day by day, little by little, basically, to accomplish some sort of far off or far-fetched goal. In the reverse, it speaks to possible procrastination, laziness, that sort of stuff. I'm not, with the World crossing it, if that is your energy, like if there is something that you're procrastinating on, whether that's a business idea or work or, some sort of paperwork or something like that, Virgo, with the World crossing it, that's coming to an end. We are in the energy right now when I record this video. It's a winter time, or we're coming up on winter. It's November right now. That is definitely a time of purging and tying up loose ends, not necessarily starting new things. So I feel like the energies right now are in your favor, Virgo, for you to be in this kind of slow and steady wins the race. Not overdoing it too much energy. That's completely fine. And the World's crossing this is telling me that you are completing some sort of major cycle. You are tying up loose ends, which is in agreement or alignment with the astrological energies that we're in right now. Your divine influence of the Seven of Swords. Here's the thing. I've been getting the Seven of Swords a lot in readings recently, and I have a feeling that it's just the cosmic energy that we're in, where there's a little bit of deception. People aren't necessarily, they're wearing masks. It's not, you have to be use a little bit more discernment when it comes to like meeting new people or engaging with new people, because there's just this overall energy in the air of people not necessarily presenting themselves as they really are. That's what I'm getting off of this Seven of Swords energy. We'll do some clarifying and we'll see really what that means. Your most recent pass of the Eight of Wands is giving me you got some sort of communication. Um, and it's pinging off of this Nine of Swords that's in your hopes and your fears. So it's giving me like Eight of Wands is like fast action, swift communication, kind of like go 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 energy. It being contrasting this Nine of Swords energy, this may have been some sort of news that you received, Virgo, that puts you, that kind of almost knocked you off guard. And I say that also because you have the Ten of Wands in your subconscious. The Ten of Wands, although the Ten of Wands sometimes get a bad rap, it's um, supposed to be like heartache and struggle and mainly struggle, right? Like physical struggle through something. For me, the Ten of Wands is representative. This guy's actually carrying his harvest to his castle, right? So it's a celebratory card because you've gotten your harvest, right? This is something that you've worked super duper hard for, and now you're going to go reap your rewards. But it kind of asks the question, especially from a Kabbalah standpoint, of like, can you ask for help somewhere? You know, do you have to carry all this by yourself, or is there someone who you trust, who you know very, very well, that can help you on this journey or this path that you're on? That's really what the Ten of Wands means for me. Your outcome of strength, I love, love, love. I will say this whole row here is kind of, it's a weird, there are a lot of sword cards here, right? We have the Four of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So there is a little bit of mental anguish, and the sword cards are all pinging off of this Eight of Wands, which tells me there was some sort of communication that came in, Virgo, that just like mentally, you know, I want to say like rocked your world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start clarifying some of these and see if we can pull something else out. I also want to save the what you don't see coming because that's some very strong energies for a little later. I kind of want to bake out this, and then we can, yeah, and then it'll tell me more about a little bit of what's going on. Overall, this seems like a really good reading. I just feel like that there's something mentally that you're having to chew on here for the next couple of weeks. And you're a little scared of maybe overthinking it. So let's see specifically what this is. Let's see if Spirit will give us some insight into either the goal or the cycle that you're completing that will help clarify this. Divine Holy Spirit, please give me messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Okay, so to start, clarifying the Prince of Pentacles with the World, we have the Devil, the King of Wands reverse, and the King of Cups reverse. Clarifying the Seven of Swords is Temperance, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Clarifying the Eight of Wands is the Page of Wands reversed, so some bad news, the Chariot, and the Nine of Swords. Which is interesting because you have the Nine of Swords here, and I said that the Eight of Wands was pinging off of the Nine of Swords. Okay, So I'm getting a lot here, Virgo. I feel like the Two of Cups isn't on the table. We have the Ten of Cups here twice, once in the upright, once in the reverse. But I do get this sense here that this is something, it's, I don't want to say it's a relationship. I want to say it's how you process being alone. And I say that because we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is your card. It's the card of Virgo. This is pre-Empress energy. This is the divine feminine, standing in her divine feminine power. She's emotionally fulfilled, financially fulfilled. Like, this woman is just a total boss babe, right? And there's no gender in tarot, so this could be a man, so just take it as it resonates. But next to this, Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups reverse. I'm getting a sense here of someone who needs to learn that just because you are alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. Okay? That's the feeling that I'm getting off of this Ten of Wands, you know, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse. It's like, and I say that also because underneath, or clarifying the Knight of Pentacles with the World crossing, is the Devil, the King of Cups reverse, and the King of Wands reverse. Um, you know, these are masculine energies, and I'm just going to talk to my divine feminines right now because I feel like this is a very heavy divine feminine reading. It's almost as if, and you know that these people are in the reverse, right? The King of Cups in the reverse is, it could be a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. Take it as it resonates. You also have the King of Wands here, who could be a fire sign, so an Aries, Leo, or Sag. The King of Cups, though, in the reverse is someone who is emotionally manipulative, because the King of Cups in the upright is someone who's in complete and total control of their emotions, but is still loving and nurturing and emotional. In the reverse, it's like he uses those qualities to get what he wants, right? The King of Wands in the upright is someone who is a visionary leader, very passionate and charismatic, very handsome, right? In the reverse, this is someone who uses those things to manipulate people, right? Next to this Devil, it's almost as if Spirit is saying, this is your, you keep these energies around because of the fear of being lonely. Okay? Virgo, there's this, there's this mixture here on the table. I'm not gonna lie, the energy on this table is weird. It almost feels apathetic, like you're going through the motions, Virgo. Like you're just living life and not necessarily giving too much thought into, or there's like a fear there. Yeah, they're showing me the Nine of Swords in my mind, which is a hope and a fear, right? So this is a fear for then. There's this fear of almost going too deep into looking into your own patterns, your own, you know, why you do the things that you do. I'm getting a sense here of more standing in apathy and just kind of like, I do what I want. But the problem is, and I say it's a problem because we have the Wheel of Fortune, which I'll get to in a second, in the reverse. The problem is when you keep these manipulative, controlling, because the King of Wands in reverse can also be very controlling, dark energies around you, then that's all that you're ever going to attract or manifest. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm almost getting a sense here of that Knight of Pentacles that showed up as your current energy. It does need to be in the reverse, okay? So there is something that you're procrastinating on, and what you are procrastinating on is looking just a little bit deeper at why the people who are in your life are in your life, and do they deserve to be in your life? Do they deserve this, you know? Because here's the thing, Virgo, I don't care who you are, right? You deserve the absolute best when it comes to people, opportunities, engagements, whatever, contracts, abundance. We're all deserving of those things. And so it's almost as if you're needing to, in order to turn your Knight of Pentacles upright, Spirit is asking you to look at or spend some time really looking at, like, do the people who are around me match the energy of the goals that I'm setting for myself, right? um that's what I'm getting here off of this this right here. Your divine influence of the Seven of Swords, so clarifying the Seven of Swords, was Temperance reverse, the Queen of Wands reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. There is something here around a family dynamic that is just not working for you as well. Um, Sometimes the Ten of Pentacles can give me like wealth, generational wealth, blah, blah, blah. There's not very many Pentacles here on this table, outside of the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Um, so I'm not necessarily getting, this may be a goal that you're trying to achieve, right? Financial security, independence, generational wealth for your kids, blah, 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 blah. But you need the Knight of Pentacles energy to be in the upright, and for you to actually kind of get out of this procrastination, and also clear your energy and your aura of the people that you engage with as well. It's clear to me that this Queen of Wands in reverse energy and this Temperance in reverse energy, Queen of Wands together, it's giving me someone who wants something fast without doing the work. Okay, Virgo, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Um, it's not it's not giving me, like, Queen of Wands reverse sometimes can be like a sorceress and a, you know, very promiscuous, especially next to the Seven of Swords. Like, that Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands reverse, that's someone who is in the streets, basically, okay? But I'm not really getting that. I'm getting more someone who is out of alignment with their highest self and is in a hurry and almost cutting corners to accomplish the goal of the Ten of Pentacles before doing some work. Okay? Um Lastly, your strength card, not lastly, but I'm going to clarify the Two of Swords that's in your outcome. Your strength card is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune reverse, the strength card again in the upright, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune that's in the reverse is also pinging off of the World card. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed with the Worlds is really about not taking control of the things that you can control leads to bad luck, right? Having this apathetic, I'm just kind of bouncing along through life, not looking at the people around me or the things that I do, or trying get rich quick schemes or cutting corners to get things done. Um, that leads to bad luck, right? Whereas taking control of your environment and the things that you can control, and putting some boundaries around people, putting some boundaries for yourself, leads to good fortune. That's what the World and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse talks about. It's very much, how are you operating day to day, right? Energetically, that determines where the wheel is. And right now your wheel is in the reverse, and this is a lesson that you're learning. And I know it's a lesson because you have strength in the Page of Pentacles right after it, which is talking about be strong. This is a lesson. It's a Page of Pentacles lesson, so it's not as hard necessarily as, if this was well, you have the Hierophant here, which I'll get to in a second. I was going to say if the Hierophant, which the Hierophant is something that you don't see coming. But I almost feel like, Virgo, this is more of a warning reading for you, where Spirit is asking you to get a little bit more serious about your life. Get a little bit more serious about your life, about the people who are around you, about the goals that you set. There's like a baby push here. I'm almost getting a sense here of you needing to do a little spring cleaning, even though it's not spring. Okay. Okay, so clarifying the Two of Swords, you have the Five of Swords in the reverse. I love that that's in the reverse. That tells me that you do overcome some of this self-sabotaging behavior. Let's see. The Three of Pentacles reversed, and it came out in the upright, sorry. The Eight of Pentacles as well. Three of Pentacles in the reverse is, not wanting to collaborate with others. Seven of Pentacles is working really hard. And it's also Eight of Pentacles. It's also money on the horizon for you. 10 of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. That I almost feel like at this time, Virgo, your pentacles are okay. Spirit is just saying, if you're asking the universe to take your pentacles to the next level, there's a little bit more shadow work that's needed, and clearing house as far as your energy. Let's see, Spirit, can you give me something on this? Listen. Yeah, I felt this. What's interesting is the Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, and Death. Actually, the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. It's Death that makes it not so positive. The Ten of Cups is in the upright here. It was in the reverse earlier. To be honest with you, when it hit the table, it felt like it needed to be in the reverse. This is a lesson around ending illusions. Almost, and the Seven of Swords can talk about that too, right? Being realistic with your goals. Page of Pentacles energy, or Knight of Pentacles energy, breaking your goals down into everyday, little by little, attainable goals, right? That is the lesson for you. You're going through major transformation with this Death card that's here. Clarifying it is the Four of Swords reverse, the Emperor reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. There is a lesson here for my divine feminines around recognizing when a masculine is in the reversed energy. I want to throw out every divine, except for the Chariot, which is in the past. Every divine masculine card that's here on this table, the Emperor, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, are all in the reverse. This may be you, Virgo, realizing that although you've dated 3, 4, 5 different people, it's the same experience, right? You always end up with Emperors in the reverse, or King of Wands in the reverse, or, there's some sort of emotional, mental abuse or physical abuse. Take it as it resonates, right? Because to me, the Emperor in the reverse is a narcissist. That's just for me. He's not a nice person. He's very, very controlling. And it's almost as if, next to this Four of Swords in the reverse, this is my recovery card, it's almost as if you're constantly having to recover from this same wound, right? Or wounding from other people. Here's the thing. I've been there myself, right? I've been through a very traumatic, physically abusive relationship. I was in a very emotionally and verbally abusive relationship for 10 years. And at some point, right, I had to come to the realization and have the conversation with myself of, yes, it's, the men that I dated were effed up, right? But I have to take responsibility for constantly being attracted to those kind of energies. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's where therapy and shadow work and my affirmations, you know, because really what you're saying when you're dating these energies is that I don't deserve anything better, right? And so there's some self-esteem and some self-worth work needed to be done in order to really then call in an emperor who's in the upright, right? But when you continuously date these people, you're continuously having to heal from the same wound, is basically what I'm saying. And Spirit is saying they want you in Knight of Pentacles in the upright, Three of Wands energy, which is like we're looking towards the future. Our future goal is we're no longer going to date Emperor in the reverses, King of Wands in the reverses, King of Cups in the reverses. Like it's a no going forward. We're going to learn to be happy with being alone, but not being lonely. Okay, we're going to work on whatever it is through either with a therapist or through journaling. I recommend a therapist though on why we're still attracted to these energies, and we are going to take our time. There is no fast track to healing. Okay? That's what all of this is really giving me. I think that this is a beautiful read from the standpoint of this is shadow work, Virgo. For those who aren't aware of what shadow work is the things that we refuse to admit to ourselves. Think Two of Swords, right? The things that we refuse to admit to ourselves, the things that we refuse to change, or we're just too scared to deal with, right? Because either we think that we aren't strong enough, we aren't pretty enough, we aren't whatever enough, whatever whatever it is that your brain tells you when you try and go after something that's negative. That is shadow work, right? That's what you need to work on. And I feel like here there's something there. It's definitely more around relationships. And so for me, whenever your external relationships look a certain way, it's again the reason why I call this Cosmic Mirror Tarot. It is the universe showing you through a mirror, right? What are the things that you need to work on in a gentle way. Now, if you're dealing with men in the reverse, it may not be so gentle, but that's the thing, right? Like every time you go around and around that wheel, and you're still not learning the lesson gets harder and harder. Okay, and I feel like Spirit is saying we're tired of this Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse for you. You deserve so much better, right? And so let's work on this. Let's actually look at it. Okay? I love this for you, Virgo. If you have, again, as you're going through this, like I said, especially anyone who's dealing with a narc or coming out of something that's, you know, abusive, definitely email me. I have tons and tons of, you know, ways that I healed my nervous system afterwards, because that is super duper critical when you're coming out of any sort of emotionally or physically abusive relationship. Or if you're just looking for, you know, places in your area to, you know, support groups and stuff like that, I'm a plethora of information when it comes to that. So just email me at cosmicmirrortarot@gmail.com. But other than that, I will check back in with you in a couple weeks, Virgo. I hope this video resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will check back in with you in a couple weeks. All right, have a good day. Bye.